old, James.
You don't understand the young culture anymore, James.
That's the problem,
Nah,
James.
that's true.
You don't understand Pound Town.
No. James doesn't know what Pound Town is.
Nah, man.
And he doesn't know when he's invited there.
No.
And I've never Jesus Christ, that hat looks animated and it's freaking me out. Like even the black lines there looks like it was literally hand drawn on your head.
Oh,
It
no,
looks
no,
like it's on a
no.
Fortnite sitting on your head. No lie.
Better?
Like perfect. No, I'm telling you, it's not going to change. Just
Bro,
leave
it's
it.
probably because of the
Leave
green
it.
screen settings with like the opacity and the coloring.
Oh yeah. It looks like it's straight from an animated movie or something. I don't even know.
He's wearing a Fortnite fucking Santa hat.
Trying to do some magical shit. That's what's gonna happen.
Magic these balls.
Ooh, jingle bells,
jingle balls.
My Lance Armstrong, one white nut.
Wow, easy, Tom Green.
Wow,
something was gonna happen. I knew something was gonna happen. Shit.
Wow,
easy. Freddie got fingered.
Booty hole is brown. That's for sure.
Pound Town.
Down here in Pound Town.
Fucking crazy. That song is insane.
Why did we watch that before the Patreon
Pints.
episode? I wish we watched that before the Patreon episode and not
next. We could do it next week.
All right,
we'll do the whole video next week.
There you go. Well, there's our goal. Next week we'll look up fucked up songs and we'll talk about them.
Shitty, horrible musics with the videos.
So thank you all for tuning in. We had a great Patreon episode that'll be up Monday, maybe Tuesday. It depends how lazy I am. All about Christmas, our favorite memories from toys to video games. We spent a lot of time talking about toys and video games, and then it quickly deteriorated into something but you're going to have to listen to.
Yes, it was. I don't even remember how we got there, but we figured
it went off the rails like a toy train you just got, and you put that shit at full speed and just went off the tracks.
To be fair, we kept it on the rails longer than I thought we would.
That's true.
We did. We really did. I was proud of us. We even tried to bring it back, but then it just,
No, it started wholesome. It didn't end wholesome.
But
something was put in a hole, but it was not in a wholesome way.
I'm sorry, are those supposed to be wholesome?
Not at all.
With James on the show, with me on the show,
I know it's hard.
Is it whole? It's not wholesome. It's whole filled.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to retire. Only be on Patreon only.
Yeah,
the normal lives can't handle.
It didn't finish wholesome. It finished whole filled. That's
wholesome.
FCC. I'm censored. I'm only allowed on Patreon.
Right there.
Yeah. Popcorn and Pints only fans.
Oh shit.
Good time. Check out the Patreon. Do it.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays, guys. Our Christmas season continues.
Yeah.
Holiday season. I want to be inclusive. Holiday season. There's a lot of holidays out there. But
countdown. We're getting closer to Christmas.
Santa Claus is coming.
Christmas and cranking it.
Cranking it on Christmas.
Well, that was last week.
Cranking with Krampus.
Cranking with Krampus. I like that. That's that now. Now that's a talk show.
Save it for next week.
Somebody dresses like Krampus, and we have Cranking with Krampus.
Mm-hmm. And what does a cranking mean? Who knows?
Could be anything.
Yep.
The first thing that popped in my head is Maury from Big Mouth. But his bag of dicks.
I was in like a real funk mood today, and then I started drinking, and we got together, and I feel good now.
Good.
All right. Glad to make you. Yeah, glad to help you.
We can make you smile.
Well, actually, I was in a bad mood. I was in a good mood until I watched Candy Cane Lane. We'll get into it. It put me in a bad mood.
It's part of the reason why I try to get on camera at least once a day.
But we'll get into it. Why? But no, I'm in a better mood now. I'm good.
Speaking of Candy Cane Lane, it is one of the movies we are reviewing tonight, as well as move that for a second. 8-Bit Christmas. And
shout out to Mick at the Scene Snobs. I really like that background.
I love it. Let me pull that up one more time. The thumbnail for it.
Yeah, that is awesome background.
Yes. But both of them first time watches for me, and
Yep, same here.
Ditto.
let's I guess because of the group chat and because of James just blurting it out a few times, let's just dive right into Candy Cane Lane ratings first, and I'm gonna let.
Of course.
You kind of brought it up.
Okay. Eddie Murphy, get your shit together. This is a 2.
Wow. That much hate on Christmas.
Fuck yeah. Fuck that movie.
Bah humbug.
Fuck.
And it's because of you, Mr. Whoever wrote this movie and Murphy. I mean, I'm kind of there with James 3.
3. Okay, that's fair. That's
No.
fair.
I'm torn. I don't think it's not good, not great, not terrible. I'm gonna go 4. It was. I mean, it had its moments. It was longer than it should have been. That's for sure.
Yeah, it
Way
was
longer.
definitely.
Should have been an hour and 20.
I'm actually up there with you, Chris, with a 4. I'm up there with you with a 4, and I agree. I think they could have taken some time off of it. About an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes would have probably helped the movie because there was a lot. It was just too long. It was 2 hours was too fucking long for all that shit. It didn't need to be 2
It
hours.
was trash.
I
But I didn't think it was bad though. It was. I think it was
I did.
too long, and it was like I don't know, it was kind of a cutesy wootsy kind of movie. It was one of those movies. I feel like I don't know if you watch it by yourselves or with your.
I watched my wife loves Christmas movie, and she said this movie fucking sucks.
Okay. I was gonna say, I watched it
Wow.
with the wife.
See, I didn't have strong feelings one way or the other. I'm like, this is just
Same. Actually, same
what
with
it
me.
is.
And she said
It was
a
just
cute
the
movie,
cheesy
so
parts bothered me so much. And he didn't even do his laugh. He did like a sarcastic one. His laugh. It was like a low, like, what happened to that? His iconic laugh.
Yeah.
That's
What
not
happened
what
to
this is.
The fuck happened?
I
Listen,
will
he's
say
got
this.
he's got 10 kids to support.
I will say
Ugh.
this. I want our adult Eddie Murphy back with the adult comedy and the adult films. It was so
Exactly.
so much funnier. Like just imagine this, but an adult version of it.
I feel
Or don't just even do these because he's done some great serious roles. Like, I don't understand.
this. I kind of feel like this one might have been just easy money, but I mean, there were bits
was
and
okay.
pieces. There were bits and pieces of his personality that came through in some of the jokes.
Yeah.
If you were still paying attention, because it's 2 fucking hours long, but I don't have high hopes for any Christmas. I don't like holiday themed episodes of anything.
Same.
See, I do. I don't mind it.
Same. I hate Christmas movies.
no.
If it,
I don't-
but it
I
depends
don't
on how
know.
it's done.
I don't know what it is. Like, I want story and character development. I want to see interaction between characters of a story. And something about when they bring in a holiday to like a TV show or something like that. I'm like, I don't care because I know nothing is going to fucking happen in this episode other than the fucking holiday. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just a train of thought I got on a long time ago. I'm like, I don't watch shit to see people gather around for a holiday
Yeah.
I get
necessarily.
it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got
The only positive thing about this movie was there was a lot of good actors in it. You had Ron from Parks and Rec
Oh, yes,
as Pip, or is it Pip?
the little fucking ceramic figures were my favorite part of this movie.
Who else is it? Oh, Aaron. Remember you said you don't know who Pentatonics is? They're the carolers that who turn human at the end.
Yep,
Gotcha.
acapella band.
The acapella band. That's Pentatonics.
Okay.
There used to be an acapella singing show that I actually watched.
Yeah.
before they won.
Yep. Was this called something B or
That sounds familiar.
Singing B?
Singing Bee, maybe. Ben
Something like
Folds was a judge.
Yeah. Yep.
That one I watched,
Yeah.
but I knew as soon as they turned human, I knew who they
Who
were.
else? Who else is in it? Ron, Pentatonics.
There were some people that looked familiar, but I couldn't tell you what their
Yeah, I'm
names
trying to think too.
I can't think of her name, but Diana Ross's daughter, Eddie Murphy's wife. I can't think of her name.
She was definitely looking familiar.
Yeah, she was in a lot of shit. Girlfriends.
Yeah, that's where she's from. Girlfriends. That's okay. Thank you. I couldn't figure out what sitcom she was in. I was like,
and more recently, the one with Anthony Anderson, Blackish. Yes, thank you.
Oh, Blackish.
Oh, I never-
That's
I
Diana
never watched
Ross's
Blackish.
niece or daughter, right?
I never watched Blackish.
I never watched Blackish.
You never
I've seen
watched
it,
Blackish?
but
Yeah,
I've seen
I think
enough
you guys. I
previews.
honestly think you guys would like it. I honestly think you guys would like it.
I've seen enough previews to recognize her. So that's where I recognized her.
Yeah.
No, but it's an interesting concept for a movie. I wasn't mad at like the plot or anything like that.
You know what this felt like to me, and it may be messed up to say, but I don't really give a shit. It felt blackwashed.
Blackwashed.
Like it just felt like just a typical white Christmas movie. It just had black people in it instead.
Wow.
It didn't really have. There was like nothing to it. No really like deep thing to it. Of course, the cute little story of the meaning of Christmas and all the same little shit. But it's basically just the same. I don't know. I feel like it should have.
That's the first time I ever heard that term.
So I asked the question the other day, and we said we were going to make an episode about it. So is this one of those cases then where the tropes ruined it for you?
Hold on. Before we get into it, let me just say for anybody that sees this and doesn't know what the synopsis to this is, because it's a brand new movie. Candy Cane Lane with Eddie Murphy just came out this year on Amazon. A man makes a deal with a mischievous elf who casts a magic spell that brings the 12 days of Christmas to life. And if he can't find a solution to this curse, he becomes a little
ceramic
figure.
Yeah.
Because there's previous people this elf has made a deal with that could not complete the task that she gave to them because she cheats, and she turned them into ceramic figures.
She's basically making a naughty list because she says Santa Claus is too soft.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put that synopsis out there.
Okay, there's another thing. Thank you. Just reminded me of Santa Claus. This motherfucker comes in looking like a pimp.
Yeah.
Is that Dave
Black
Alexander?
Santa? Black Santa.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like a pimp.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. So I see what you're saying, Aaron.
No. Okay. Yeah. Now that we're going down that road. Because I was just going to say one of the jokes that cracked me up where I paused it and wrote something down. I like the TV announcers was they were talking about the contest of the lights on the street and crowning a winner.
Oh yeah.
Santa comes down and it's Black Santa. And the white news anchor's like, I only see Santa.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And then his black co-host, he's like, what color's that nutcracker behind you? He's like, white.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And then she just looks at the screen.
Oh, she's from Nailed It on Netflix.
Was that her?
Yeah.
I thought okay.
Yeah.
She was, because she's great.
Yeah.
She played that. She was awesome.
Yo, you know how, for what I would sue false advertisement. If you tell me I win $100,000, then at the end you're saying it's $100,000 worth of fucking tacos.
Prizes.
I'm gonna fuck somebody up.
That kind of cracked me up too. Did I say it's $100,000 worth of prizes, and then they just mentioned tacos, and they're like,
was it Tiny's Tacos or something?
Something like that. Tony's.
I mean, I love tacos. Listen, if I could get basically free tacos for life, I wouldn't complain.
I mean,
well, if I had,
hold
you're looking
on.
for that money.
If you were expecting to get some money to change your life, still be able to get free taco, or pretty much like it's free tacos for the rest of your life.
That's very true. But if the only option was free tacos, I would accept it. But it has to be like real tacos.
If it was laid out for you that it was basically free tacos for life, because literally how long?
Be truthful. If they
how
said
long would it take to spend $100,000 on tacos?
If it's just tacos, it could take you a while.
Yeah,
4, 5
tacos are like one taco is like what, $1?
But so if they actually came out and said $100,000, tacos for life.
See, that's different. Then you know what you're working for.
Okay.
But if you told me $100,000, I want $100,000.
Exactly.
That's why you're supposed to continue the conversation with the sentence continuation of. what are we winning here? $100,000 in value of,
Oh,
True.
and
I
not
wanna
for
fuck-
nothing.
I want to fucking.
But I mean, at the same time, though, if you remember the commercial in the movie, it did say like $100,000. I had it in gold, all over the place. It was always like over the house and shit for the nicest house, $100,000. So it never said prizes
I'll
until
fucking
the end.
murder somebody.
You know, actually, I regret not getting a box of wine to drink during this now.
The crazy part is something like that happens in 8-bit as well. Ain't that some bullshit?
There, and that's how they connect.
Hey,
So
no,
they
I'll tell you how these movies
No?
connect right now. They both have a Die Hard Christmas movie reference.
There's
Oh, they
another way
do.
connect
They
too.
do.
I was gonna say, the morality of the lesson of appreciating what you got, because when we dive into 8-bit, we'll talk about how
Okay.
that story
No, they
goes.
both have a character that is convinced Die Hard is a Christmas movie, as they should be.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a character that says that it's not.
And
Well,
they
this
can
is-
go fuck themselves.
Yep. You shouldn't
Like-
listen to that negativity.
See,
Really?
you know what's great about Die Hard is the fact that it's a Christmas movie doesn't take away from the fucking story. That's what's great about Die Hard.
That's
That's
Unlike
why-
every other Christmas movie.
That's why I say it's not a
so-called
Christmas movie.
Christmas movie out there.
That's why I say it's not a Christmas movie. Because it has
How
nothing
many
to do
times
with
is
And
it
you
actually
can go
referenced as
fuck-
Christmas?
And you can go fuck yourself, James.
It's a terrorist
How
movie,
many
man.
times is it right? How many times is it referenced as Christmas in the movie, and also how many times do they use or show the imagery of it being Christmas in that movie?
Literally a majority of the time. They're at a fucking
Oh.
Christmas party.
Oh, that's a Christmas movie.
Mhm.
It's,
They
it's,
both.
it's a Christmas terrorist movie, but it's a terrorist.
Yeah, other than when John McClane is crawling through an event, there is a Christmas theme in the background.
He could have easily been wearing a Christmas hat in that.
That's
Jesus
gonna be
Christ,
that's gonna be
literally-
that's gonna be a forever argument.
Yeah.
20 years from now, we're gonna get Mandela affected again, and we're gonna all of a sudden be like, "How come you don't remember Bruce Willis crawling through the vents with
Bruce
the
Willis
Santa hat
doesn't
on?"
remember Bruce Willis crawling through the vents.
Wow,
right now.
that was too soon.
Mm-mm.
That was
Can't
too
do that.
soon.
Can't do
I
that.
hate you.
No. Mm-mm.
Wow. I like it.
Mm-mm.
Someone had to say it. I don't mean it, but someone had to say it.
Yeah, man. This is and listen, guys. This is the risk you do. This is the risk you have when you have white co-hosts. You take. I'm saying crazy shit, but we love them.
What about What about
No. If you say the N word, that's it.
No, I can't
Oh.
get that drunk. That's not possible.
Mhm.
Where's
The
Chris
TV
over there? He loves it.
The TV announcer's influencer nephew,
nephew?
as the TV as the fucking correspondent.
They're like, where's what's the guy's name? What's this? I forgot the original guy. They're like for the weather. They're like, what happened to
I forgot his name.
I love
Steve or something?
Steve, something like my
Steve.
favorite scene of his that really fucking cracked me up. Towards the end there, when all hell breaks loose because they got to catch the rains, and the geese are just shitting eggs on the entire crowd, and he hops back in the van, and the window is rolling up slowly. He's like, "My window's rolling up too slow."
Yeah. See that dude there. I've seen a lot of his shit. DC Young Fly is a hilarious stand-up comedian. I love to see him in person.
Oh, is he?
Hilarious.
he was
this
great.
This was him like toned down. This wasn't even like his real hilarious, funny.
Well, yeah, this is a fucking family movie.
I know, and it just
I forgot what
I
his
feel like
full name was, but it said Josh Little Flippin' something. When they finally did update it.
what was I saying? That's the issue when you have a lot of funny people in a movie that's like for a family movie, especially when they have like the raunchy funniness and all that. They have to tone it down so much to where it's like it almost feels like they're not even them. They're not even acting as how they would. You know what I mean? Obviously, they're acting as actors, but you know what I mean. Like they're because you know them for being funny and comedy. Like this isn't even their type of humor or comedy.
Well, a lot of comedians say that if you watch interviews, if you're a type that are not clean,
Mhm.
and you have to do a clean gig. They said it's so hard to do,
Yeah,
and you don't feel like yourself when you're doing your jokes. Don't feel the same.
I
Well,
believe it.
Everything's just different.
So interesting question. So you've established yourself as a raunchy comedian. Not I won't say raunchy, but dirty. You have dirty
Yeah.
jokes, stuff
You
like that.
swear
Oh.
and stuff, yeah.
But you
Oh,
haven't. But hold on. But I'm not familiar with his stand up. But you're telling me it's darker than, or it's more R-rated than family comedy.
by far, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Like sex jokes, swearing.
has he acted in anything before this?
He's acted in a few things. I know. I mean, fuck it. He was in the terrible movie How High too, but he was like the funniest. Person.
Okay, so now you have a movie where he has a chance to play even just a small role in something in a movie with somebody that has a huge fucking name in Eddie Murphy.
There you go.
It's not a
hero, dream achieved.
This
Well,
is
he's
a
actually
Dream
he's
unlocked.
actually in Wild 'N Out with Nick Cannon too. With Nick
Yeah.
Cannon, a lot of people put on a lot of shit.
never heard of it, but I've heard of Eddie Murphy movies.
Well,
Now he's in a movie that has the appeal for other people that
Yeah,
don't give a shit about Nick Cannon.
it's true.
yeah, but a lot of people do,
No.
No.
or people that came from his thing, like Kevin Hart. He blew up after going on Wild 'N Out for
His 23 kids.
right, man.
Most people know Nick Cannon because he's the one with 23 kids, right?
So,
Yeah,
like a lot of
Yeah.
kids. He has a twins with Mariah Carey.
Yeah, that's why young people know Nick Cannon is because he can't fucking get snipped.
He owns Nickelodeon. I mean, who cares?
But
The
a
guy-
lot of people don't know that. That's
He's
guy's
he's literally birthed his own workforce.
the guy's got enough money to support New York, so
What was that? He's literally got to make millions of dollars just to pay child support.
facts.
when you make billions, that's like, okay, here's a couple hundred.
So he's working for nothing because he's not. How good can his own personal life be if he's making millions, but it literally goes to all these kids instead of himself?
He's worth billions.
Not if
No.
it goes to his kids.
He's not billions yet.
He's
No.
worth billions.
No way.
I'm not sure. I'd say just Google. I know Google only shows so much.
There's
But,
no way.
Yeah, I think he just cracked $1 billion, or he just hit like a couple billion. or
Yeah,
something.
because he had to pay child support. He did.
No, he was rich before he was coming, man. Let me tell you. Anyway, we ain't getting into this about
Yeah,
Nick
this is
Cannon's
a
worth.
different conversation.
But anyways, there was a part in this movie that made me laugh, and I can't remember it. That's how bad this movie is.
I chuckled at a few parts. I can't remember just because it's been a little. bit
When Santa was going down the street pointing at houses for them to light up, and they threw in a Hanukkah house, that cracked me up.
Oh yeah, that was kind of funny.
And they
Funny.
and the announcer was like, "Well, Jesus was a Jew."
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right.
Then he had the Matrix house.
The Matrix house was good.
Oh.
They used the phrase "rubbing the partridge," which I thought was pretty funny.
Might have to do that later.
There's always that one cross the street neighbor that
Who's
they're
an
competing.
asshole.
Yeah, that you're competing against. I thought this was going to be a competition movie, like against a neighbor, but it started off like it, like, oh, we got to beat him, but then it just turned into
No.
Eddie Murphy with this curse.
Whole different problem. I see what you're saying though. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck happened? But whatever.
Oh, my bad. 50 million. 50 million.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
bad.
there you go.
Yeah,
Nice
the
close.
other 50 million's going to the kids. The ceramic people were my favorite part of this movie, probably.
They were the most entertaining,
They were
especially
funny.
the one
The
with the
lamp.
torch.
I
lamp
thought the lamplighter was hysterical.
Yo, when he was hitting on the wife, that's the parts I laughed at.
He kept hitting on the
Okay.
wife. And then when he went to play Operation and he got shocked and fell off his ladder, that cracked me
Mhm.
up.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
kind of funny too.
The quote I wrote down from the lamplighter: "I don't got no battery, but you can check."
Yeah, I laughed at that part.
Yeah.
Oh, when this one got me good too. So when the girl is having the track meet, Eddie Murphy's daughter, and the evil elf is giving the pep talk to those whoever the fuck it is in the 12 Days of Christmas song.
Something jumping.
And she's like, I don't know a lot about sports, but I did a lot of research last night. And then she goes into a ridiculous monologue. She's like the classic trio of LeBron and James.
Yeah.
And Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. Yeah.
I'm like, that was pretty good scene.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna start using this line now. I forget at the end when the little girl is giving a hug to the elf, or something about the spirit of Christmas and the Eddie Murphy's youngest daughter having it, or something like that. The ceramic figure, the guy with the lamplighter, he's crying and he's like, my eyes just sweat when I see something adorable.
Yeah.
That was a great fucking line.
My eyes are sweating.
No, I think that dude, that lamppost guy is the funniest.
I'll give it a 4 or 4.5. Yeah, I'll give it a 4.
It's a 4. I mean,
4.
I feel good with my 4. It is too
Yeah,
long,
me too. With mine.
but and it's just blah. But you catch an occasional one-liner or joke that, like, all right.
Bah humbug, still 2. Fuck this movie.
Wow.
It made me mad.
I see. I'm glad you're sharing your emotions.
I predicted when they're going, like you said, the Santa's going down the street pointing at the houses. I said to my wife, I looked at it, I was like, oh, let me guess, they're going to get to his house and he's going to plug in and it don't light up.
No, that was clear that was going to happen.
I'm like, come on,
get
your shit together.
The only thing I'm surprised they didn't do is Eddie Murphy gets laid off from his job in this movie.
And he never finds a job after.
No, he doesn't find a job again. Like, no. I thought at the very end somebody was gonna come in and he offer him a job or something like that.
Well, I don't know if it was after credits or what, but that Kringle store ended up becoming Kris Kringle's, which ended up becoming his store, where the the evil elf had that little shop.
Yep,
sold all that shit. That ended up becoming his, so he ended up getting that.
That must have been after the credits.
Yeah, I missed that part.
Yeah. See, dedication, guys. You gotta be like me.
No, I was ready to turn that off as soon as I saw.
Yeah, same thing. As soon as I seen that shit end when the fucking words came up, I was like, about damn time.
I've always moved my, like, if I'm depending on what I'm watching today, I was using it on my computer, so I just like highlighted my mouse over it. I was like, oh shit.
See, Marvel's fucked us all with the after credit scenes because now they put them in random movies and I'm like,
yeah, I know. They even do it with horror movies now too. If you don't watch it, there's like a little clip in the fucking end of some horror movies. And you miss it, you're like, fuck. But anyways, that's my final take on Candy Cane Lane. They can take that Candy Cane shut up their ass.
Wow. If you're just looking for a new random Christmas movie to put on in the background, sure.
I mean, it had some cuteness to it. The CGI wasn't too bad. The little toy soldiers were cute. But other than that,
Nope.
Other than that,
Are we spinning the wheel for next week, or is that?
No, I have. It's gonna be Claus.
Oh, animated.
And the
Claus family.
The Claus family.
Klaus and the Klaus family. Yeah.
Never heard that.
Klaus and the Klaus family.
That's about as white as it gets.
That's German for me. Klaus.
Be right back. I had like 6 beers, so I gotta take a little.
Wee. Here we go. Wee.
Yes, empty the Klaus family. The Klaus
commercial break.
Commercial break.
Yes, the heavy Klaus stream.
Did someone take an upper decker?
I think he's about to. Yo, imagine he did that shit in his house and his wife is like,
his own house
would have done this. And he's just like, not me.
That's
this been me and you here, Chris, for the past week.
Like, yo, we gotta check the camera, see if all of a sudden he got his wife watching the fucking home security shit for like a week, trying to see if anybody fucking broke in the house. And then the day after Christmas, yeah, it was me.
The day after Christmas when he comes clean. Oh shit.
It was the dog.
That'd be
Must have
impressive.
been. Yeah, she moved the heavy porcelain thing out the way, got up there. She Spider-Man her way up the wall.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, you just hop on the toilet seat after you move the thing. Hop on the seat, squat up there,
The
drop
small
the deuce,
dog.
hop down, put it back up there. You know, go on over and do your thing.
That spider dog. Fucking balancing on the edge.
Boy, Charles.
You can't even blame it on the dog. The dog's like this big and the turds are this big. So you can't blame it on the dog.
That's true. Someone must have broke in then.
That's why I was like, yo, she'd be watching the video footage for like a week trying. I went over this like 3 times, babe. I don't see anybody. Who the fuck? How the fuck?
Must have been one of them things, you know, in the movies how they mess up the cameras and all that shit, have it recording like looking like nothing's going on, but something's really going on. And it's just a recording of your house from like the day before, the day and night before.
It just takes it to the grave.
Yep,
He's on his deathbed. Come here.
it was me.
She comes
I
in.
did the upper decker.
I did the upper decker.
The upper
And then
decker.
that's it. He's gone.
Yep. No, we were just talking about you doing upper deckers in your own house, but not admitting it to your significant other, and then you admit it. That's what you just did.
That's
Someone
true.
broke in your house and did an upper decker. That's what you would say.
A power upper decker.
She's
Yeah.
over here watching security cameras for 3 days, like trying to figure out if anybody broke in the house.
It was the day before we got the
I
camera.
don't live in Aaron's neighborhood. We don't need security cameras.
Don't need them here either. My old neighborhood you did, but not this one.
Funny.
We're like 5 minutes from each other, not even. Too lazy to
True.
walk. Too cold to
True.
walk now. Fuck that.
Aaron comes over to this side of the street and everyone turns on their porch lights and standing there with their phones up recording.
I appreciate it. I got fans.
You'll hear a whole bunch of doors lock at the same time.
Got fans.
You don't normally hear someone lock their front door, but when the entire street does it in unison, there's a sound.
It's known it's locked down.
I'm going to Chris's house, guys. Don't
Dog's
worry.
ears go up. Yep.
Have some pizza. You know,
Oh shit. So what do you guys think I gave this movie?
8-bit Christmas.
Shit. This you thought this was like a 22. You know what I'm saying? You thought this was off the charts.
Well, you were asking to go first.
I'm thinking you're gonna give this one a 5.5, 6.
Anybody else?
I'll say a 4.
I was going to go with 5.
All right, Chris. Puerto Rican Chris is closest. 6.
Oh.
Whew, sorry, me and James are usually like right around the same spot. I actually gave this one a 7.5 because of the ending. They boosted it right at the end for me.
Okay. I can see why.
You can see why.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good call. The ending had the impact for me to really stick the landing, so I'm going to go 6.5.
And I'll give it a solid 7.
Nice.
I'll give it a solid 7.
Now, I got this. Did this remind you of a Christmas version?
100%.
Christmas version of Sandlot?
Oh, Sandlot. No, I thought you said a Christmas story. A
They're
Christmas
on a.
version
It
of
was
the
like they're
Christmas
on a
story.
mission. Like I don't know. Some reason I had Sandlot vibes.
Really?
I mean,
what?
yes and no.
I didn't think of the Sandlot. I thought it was like a more modern take on almost a Christmas story up until the end and how they ended it.
Yeah.
Instead, Ralphie going at wanting the BB gun. This kid
That's
wanted
true.
it,
But I didn't like that movie, so it didn't pop in my head.
I didn't really care
Yeah, I
for that
didn't
one
think of
either.
that at all. I didn't think of that at all.
Really, I don't any holiday movie focused on a kid wanting a single specific toy.
Mhm.
I will always relate to a Christmas story.
Yeah.
And I don't even, it's funny because I don't think of that movie either. But like you said, James, I don't like that movie. I don't really
Wait,
care
you said
for
you
it.
always related to what?
A Christmas
Christmas
Story.
Oh, I thought
Ralph-
you meant to your Christmas story or
No,
something.
no, Ralphie
Okay.
wanting the BB gun.
Got you.
The main difference being that in Christmas Story, they never show Ralphie as an adult, even though he's narrating the story. And in this one, Doogie Howser, they show as the adult.
MPH, baby. Neil
Except
Patrick.
for the new
Oh.
shitty Christmas Story, the sequel.
That's
love
different. That's a
MPH.
different movie.
I think Neil Patrick's dope.
Yeah, I like him too. I like him. How He Met Your Mother. Doogie Howser. I used to watch
Doogie
Doogie
Howser,
Howser.
man.
I'm that old.
I'm that old.
Doogie
James is
Howser
older
was the
than I
shit.
am, and I'm old.
When he came, like I've always known about him, but when he fucking showed up in Harold and Kumar,
Oh, that's yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? Where's he been? And then you learn about him being a child star, and then he went through this other shit and all.
Yeah, man.
And then all of a sudden you're like, that's pretty weird. And then all of a sudden he's everywhere. He's like coming back,
Yeah.
and I was like, this is fucking kind of cool. You know what I mean?
The thing is, he was always known for Doogie Howser until he played How You Met Your Mother. Then now he's known as Barney.
yeah,
Different generation.
Iconic
Barney
fucking
Simpson.
character.
I love that guy too.
I never got that into How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, I did. I did all because of Barney, because of him. He was so
Read
fucking
it to
funny
your
to me.
soul right now, Chris.
The funniest episode to me was when what's the other guy's name? The one that's
Jason Segel.
yeah, where he won the bet where he gets to slap him.
Yep.
That episode I did see.
That episode was so fucking funny. Barney was so nervous through the whole thing. He just flinched. He was like, oh, he was so. And he just slapped the shit of him out of him at the end.
Carried that all through.
So
Anyway.
we had a great conversation on the Patreon that's related to this movie more so than I think any other so far. And when we were talking about memorable gifts from our childhood, this movie is legitimately an adult remembering everything they went through to get the toy they wanted more than anything.
See, I never went through shit like this to get a fucking toy.
No, I never did any kind of these crazy.
Well, no, they had to spice it up to make it a
No,
movie.
but I mean, there were toys you wanted and asked for as a kid, but we never went to these kind of lengths to try to get them.
Now, one thing, because I lived in a ghetto, there was times where my uncle out of a truck, if you were looking for a fucking toy or something.
David Cross, that's right.
David Cross, yeah, the guy who's selling the fucking Cabbage Patch.
Dude, honestly, my biggest negative about this movie is the father got on my fucking nerves.
I like the father. I like when he punched the fucking elf on the escalator and threw him over the edge.
Oh, that was good, but like he got in his other scenes, he got on my fucking nerves. And then the ending hit. I'm like, I kind of feel bad that I disliked him throughout.
What happened to the sister?
That was her at the end.
Yeah.
What? That was his wife.
I think that was the sister.
No, she said I had matching boots because it was the girl on the bus. She said I had the same boots.
Was it not the sister?
Yeah. That was the girl that put her foot out in the aisle.
Oh.
Yeah, that wasn't his sister.
That was his wife.
Who cares?
Well, that's what I got from it. Because I remember that scene where she said, "Oh, I got the same boots."
Wait, so who was sitting at the dinner table at the end now? Was mom?
All right, so this
It
is
was
a little.
the wife and his kids.
All right, this is a little confusing.
Who knows?
So this movie starts out with Doogie Howser, and that's literally how I call him every time I see him. That's just the moment in time where I was introduced to him. I don't care what his name is. I don't care about how I met your fucking mother.
I met your fucking mother.
Yeah, Doogie Howser.
Yeah, you sound like you're yelling at one of your kids. I don't care about how I met your fucking mother.
Yep. Doogie Howser has a child. It was a little confusing, the whole family dynamic going on here. So they go to Doogie Howser's mother's parents' house. They don't, of course, they don't indicate his father has passed at this early in the movie. And she's like, well, and he has a daughter. Like, well, what am I going to do at this house? And then she's like, they get into a little more of a sad conversation. And she's like, are you going to have a good Christmas? Talking to Doogie Howser. And he's like, I always have a good Christmas. So at that point, I thought Doogie Howser was either divorced or
Oh,
like her parents had split up and she's just with the father.
Mhm.
That's kind of how that came across to me. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Gotcha.
okay, I see.
That's why at the end there, I thought my first thought was that was his sister at the table.
I thought so too until she said the boot thing. But then the
Yeah.
bus thing popped in my head.
I'd have to rewatch that scene now
See, now I'm confused.
because
Oh.
there was it didn't play like he was happily married or anything like that. Like he mentioned mom being there with her brother or something like that briefly, but it didn't sound like he was happily married or was looking forward to seeing the rest of his fucking family.
Hmm. Okay. But the story of this, like, she wanted a cell phone. He's like, listen, you're too young for a fucking cell phone.
Yeah.
Ironically, is I got my cell phone for Christmas, my first one.
Not me. I had to wait till I got a first good paying job to buy my own cell phone.
Same here. I had to get a job.
We shared one flip phone or one Nokia phone for like the first, I don't know, 5 or 8, 10 years of fucking cell phones. It's insane.
I did own a pager at one point.
I never had a pager. I remember really wanting one.
I had one. I had one where people messaged me. I knew when to call them.
And thinking back, I'm like, who the fuck would have paged me? Nobody. It was like what, probably $5 a month back then.
I had it for a month, but then it turned into only drug dealers had them. So I got rid of it. I put it in my drawer, never used it again.
I'm like, wow. And thinking back, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? But we were talking about video game, like on our Patreon, we got into a big video game discussion. So go listen to that. But one of the Nintendo games that was my favorite was fucking Paperboy, and that's what
Paperboy.
That's what he fires up when he sits down with his daughter to turn on the Nintendo and stuff.
Love Paperboy.
I was just happy to see
they had a Super Nintendo version too, didn't they?
They did.
Super Paperboy, yeah.
I remember that shit because I used to love it. You know, when the end's coming, you got to jump off that ramp. There's a fucking those ramps at the end.
I enjoyed all the characters in this, all the kids. I thought were hilarious. Particularly Jeff Farmer, pathological liar.
Oh,
that was fucking hysterical.
That kid had me dying. There's some bullshit he was just saying.
He was just saying random shit. He was like Tom Cruise's stunt double. He was talking about at one point when they were waiting outside the rich kid's house to play Nintendo. And
I hate that rich kid, man. That kid was so annoying.
There was always one of those. The fucking kid, the legit like senior in high school that's somehow in the same grade as these little children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looked like he was fucking like 19.
Yeah, they were playing King of the Hill or King of the Mountain.
That was our game. I think everybody in the world played that.
That's how I broke my wrist when I was a kid.
Really?
So
never broke a bone, thank God. But
we had a huge backyard when I was a kid, like lawn ways, not wide or anything. It was long. And my dad took the snowblower through the yard and just snowblowed past, but he shot all the snow into a one large mound.
Yep.
And I remember going out there, and I don't know what the fuck I was thinking as a kid. But I like cut off part of it, so it was like a drop. So you come down the hill, and then it would just straight up drop, like 3 feet. But it froze over at the bottom.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
So it was ice.
Fuck.
And we were playing King of the Hill. I had a bunch of friends over, and that's just the side of the hill I went down on and landed on my wrist.
See,
fucking
we used to
broke
play at school. It was always during in the morning before we went into school, and it was during recess.
I can't remember.
Like lunchtime.
We may have. I know we definitely played in our yard or the neighbor's yard as well.
I didn't write down what the line was.
They killed the carrier in the snow was fun as hell too.
Oh, kill the carrier. Yep, we used to play that shit too.
Oh my God, it was the best.
I don't remember what the joke was, but I remember thinking James would appreciate it when they're waiting outside the rich kid's house. Jeff Farmer, the pathological liar, said something about Tom Cruise and also having diarrhea.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's like, they're not mutually exclusive. That joke, it's like that joke was written for James.
Yeah, no, that kid was funny. He was funny.
And then I wrote down dyslexic Bob Vila. That must have been a joke.
I forgot.
Oh, talking about the dad and how he wasn't finishing projects.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Where he was working on the projects forever.
yeah, that was funny.
I like how the father did a kid thing where he's sanding. She was like, says his name. He's like, "What? You got it for me?" Like it's like a toy. He's like, "I can see how you just bought what
Right away. I mean,
why'd you buy it for me if I can't play with it?"
Yep.
right away. Yeah. What do you expect?
It's Christmas, damn it.
This one had a huge nostalgia feel to me.
It did, yeah.
The Nintendo Power Glove, which I never had as a kid.
I never had it, but I did. They did make jokes about it. I heard a lot of people had problems with it. Like it was like a big thing back in the day, and a lot of people were saying it was garbage.
Oh yeah.
Until they fixed it or something. But in the beginning, everybody's like, "I got the Power Glove," and everybody is still whooping the people's asses with the regular controller.
Yo, he was getting so fucking mad.
He had a tantrum. Yo, that fucking flying drop kick into the TV was pretty funny though.
Dude, when it fell all over onto the dog, the rat dog.
They made a joke about how big TVs were back in the day. Those fucking 200-pound fucking 42-inch.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
The tube TVs. Crushed that dog. They're like, that dog's dead. Somehow it survived. I'm glad it survived because usually they're actually, when they say a dog, like an animal dies, it's dead.
They're not going to do it in that kind of Christmas movie.
No,
maybe
you can't kill a dog in a Christmas movie.
Maybe horror.
Just in a body cast, like you're good. But yeah, I mean, I liked even like the whole when he finally stood up for himself thing and everything.
Yo, he put his boot right into his neck, right on his chest. He was like, he just told him off. He was like, oh.
Another scene I really enjoyed after they were the montage of all the kids selling wreaths. That was a good few minutes, especially. That's where the Die Hard Christmas reference comes in. So one of the kids is selling wreaths, and someone answers the door, and it's just the kid going, "Do you think Die Hard's a Christmas movie?" Like that was the part of the montage.
Yep.
But Jeff Farmer, the pathological liar, sells the wreath to the main kid's mom when he comes home.
Up.
That
Yo, I would not talk to my mom. I'm like, seriously?
Me and my wife were talking about this during this. She told me what she would do. What would you guys do in this situation?
I wouldn't talk to my mom. I'm like, that's a betrayal.
Do you fight the kid?
No, I'll be pissed at my mom for betraying me.
That's not the kid's fault. Okay, yeah, it's fucked up. You even tried approaching my mom, but the fact that she even did that shit,
yeah,
like yo, same situation. It's your relationship, right? You gonna be mad at the dude or the wife if your wife entertained the dude?
That's true.
He gonna swing. He's gonna shoot a shot. You know he's gonna shoot a shot.
I think you got to lay him out. You got to lay him out too.
What do you say to your mom though?
You can't. No.
Wow.
I wouldn't talk to her. I'm like, are you serious? You know I'm selling these. You're gonna. I'm trying to win.
I don't think he did at that point, but either way, I'd be like, wouldn't you stop and think like maybe, hey, my son?
No. She knew. She knew.
So no, she knew. Fuck?
She knew.
She knew.
Now I'm mad, ma.
Yo, it's funny how they
emancipation put in the papers.
They portrayed they take advantage of the old people. They're like, go to old people. They forget and they buy more than one.
Yep.
So went to the nursing home and sold them.
That is a genius idea, though. That is a genius idea.
I'm divorcing mom.
No, I would be so mad. I'll be so mad at my mom.
What?
I'm like, that's fucked up.
I thought you were broke.
One of my favorite lines in this movie. It's a throwaway line from not even a main character. When the family goes to the mall, the girl gets the brother to try to convince the parents that she wants a Cabbage Patch doll. They go into a toy store. The Cabbage Patch doll aisle is just barren. There's garbage on the ground. There's the store employee standing there with the broom talking about, that it was a war zone or something like that. And if you're not paying attention, he has one great line that says, and he says, one woman punched a grandma right in the throat.
I heard that. I laughed. I looked at my wife. I was like, I fucking laughed because I used to say it all the time. Punch someone in the throat.
I fucking cracked up. And then he said, same family.
Yep.
I fucking oh man,
That made me laugh too.
I had to pause the movie.
I was like, oh, you stole my line. I used to say it all the time. I was like, punch you right in your throat. I used to say that shit all the time. So it made me laugh when I heard it.
Like he said it so deadpan serious that I
Yeah.
fucking died.
I love it.
There was a lot of funny parts in this one. So this is actually a Christmas movie I enjoyed.
Yep.
And it's rare. So it was a surprise. I thought I was going to like it. Even though I like Neil Patrick Harris, I was like, okay, he's in it. That's cool. I was like, but if this is going to be cheesy, I was expecting a cheesy fucking love movie type shit, like a love Christmas movie. Like he meets a girl or something. But this one was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
What about their plan for the kid to go buy the Nintendo?
Bro, I love it. I was like the urban espionage mission. Fucking
and the balls on these kids, man. Going to a fucking city.
Again,
and it's Chicago, right? They're going to Chicago and doing this shit. It's crazy.
The one kid has a fucking medical condition where it's eating SpaghettiOs.
That puke was insane. It was just constant stream. You could tell there was a hose. Like it was like. It was funny though.
What do you do in that situation, right? Say your kid successfully gets the Nintendo home, but they get caught. What happens?
What do you mean?
What do you guys do?
Like if they actually got it?
Got it home, but they got caught. Like where'd you get this Nintendo from? And you find out the whole situation.
I see what you're saying. Well, they could just lie and say this person got it by selling his baseball cards and he let me borrow it.
Or hey, I sold a few of my baseball cards, or I worked and did some stuff. I came out with
the thing is they're sharing it. So whose house it's going to be? I'm sure they're passing it around.
That was what they would have, but then you get ran over by the bus, which was fun.
Yo, dude, I would sit there and cry.
I would have cried too.
I would have fucking cried like a baby right there on the street.
As the bus drove away.
That they had, but he got the fucking, what was it? The light bright for Christmas. That was the
same Japanese light bright with the Asian kids on the cover and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That his daughter she was like, so you never got the fucking Nintendo? He's like, no, I got a job. That's when I got that Nintendo.
Yep.
When they were developing their plan to get the Nintendo, like, they're all in the room. He has the chart up, and he's like, "This is our Vietnam."
I don't think you understand what that means.
Yeah, she was like, "I don't think that's what that means." It was a 15-step plan, but the kid was like, because he was like, "What we're doing?" He named 3 things. He was like, "That's only 3 things." He's like, "Well, you got 15 steps."
Dude, that's just what it's called. What's good, Jason?
When he said, Jason? This is our Vietnam, and the kids are like, "I don't think you know what that means." Like, that was fucking good.
It was.
There's some
Jason loves Christmas movie. Will you rate Candy Cane Lane and 8-Bit Christmas?
I know Candy Cane Lane. He hated it. He was saying that in the group.
Yeah, he did. Well, he disliked it. I don't think I think hate's a strong word.
No, he said it. He said it sucked. I think those were his words.
I gave that shit a 2.
And then I asked in the group chat, like, yo, what's the movies for tonight? Was this and what was the other one? And Chris chimes in Candy Cane Lane. I'm like, thanks. He's like, don't thank me yet.
Yeah.
When the kid's running through the mall to get his retainer. So
when he put that shit in his mouth, I was like, he's gonna put that in his mouth. I was like, oh no. Yeah. And for what? How did it end up in the middle of the mall? He dropped it in front of Nintendo in the toy store.
Dude, that fucking talking Nintendo was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was like, forget your sister.
That's what it'd be like after like 3 hours of playing. It's like, fuck the laundry. Forget dinner. Just keep playing. You know, especially if it's a good storied game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was
better than Thanksgiving, but it still sucks.
When they're on their way to Chicago before the plan starts, and he sits next to the kid, and the other kid starts eating erasers. That was good. That was funny. But you know what? You know what fucking really brought me back to being in fucking elementary school? When that kid started singing that diarrhea song.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I remember that song. Yeah.
Oh, when you're sliding into third and you feel a juicy turd, diarrhea. I don't remember.
Diarrhea.
I can't think. I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, it went up
I-
forever. Like,
It's been since
Oh.
fucking school since I've heard that damn song. I feel
no,
like
I think.
one of the
Well, how
movies-
far does it go? I think.
It's all around. Like when you're there's a. I don't remember what the verses were because there's a first base verse, there's a second base verse, third is the juicy turd.
I don't remember.
It's like, are we gonna be spreading fucking like old school tunes and nursery rhymes like we used to, like the way we got certain things, like rain, rain, go away, come again another day. You know what I mean? Shit like
Yeah.
that.
Jingle
don't
bells,
got shit like
Batman
that.
smells.
What are we gonna be doing? Quoting Lil Uzi Vert?
Robin
Probably.
laid an egg.
I know. There's nothing like that no more. I know, right?
There may be. We just too old to know it.
Probably.
No, they're trying to have a lit Christmas nowadays.
But we would be the ones that pass it down. We're the generation that have the kids now.
Remember our Pledge of Allegiance
Not
to the
on
flag,
purpose.
Michael Jackson.
He said not on purpose. They're not all accidents.
That fucked up one with Michael Jackson, where people use the F word.
Batmobile lost his wheel and the Joker ran away. Hey, jingle bell, jingle all right. The Batmobile, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jingle bells,
That movie,
Batman
lost a
smells,
wheel.
Robin
Yeah.
related
Robin
egg.
laid an egg, yeah.
Yeah.
When you're sliding when you're sliding into first and you feel something burst, diarrhea.
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't remember what second was.
When you.
When you're
Again,
sliding
That's
in.
hilarious. He just popped right in.
That's what she said. When you're sliding into third and you feel a juicy turd.
Yeah. What is second? When you're sliding into second.
Robin laid an egg.
not that. I meant this. Yeah, you do. That
Yeah,
was pretty good.
this was a good one. I don't know. I don't remember what second was.
Damn. I forgot. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I watched these in the wrong order. I definitely watched 8-Bit first and then fucking.
Oh, see, no, I watched Candy Cane. I knew I was going to hate that one.
I watched 8-Bit first.
I gave it the benefit of
We
the
did the
doubt
same
because
thing.
I was like, yo, it's Eddie. It's a Christmas movie. I like him
No.
even in adult movies, even though it's a
No.
family.
Listen, okay.
He's
I
been on a
like
shit
Haunted
streak,
Mansion.
man.
Like,
He's been
I
on a
like
shit
Haunted
streak.
Mansion,
Hold on.
okay?
I don't
But
know.
I like him better as when he's doing his adult movies.
100%. I
Yeah.
think everybody does, and I feel like he does these just for easy money. Again, he had 10.
I
kids.
hate him. I hate when he does that.
But sticking with 8-Bit, I think I didn't have. I was fairly indifferent on the movie up until the end.
The end was, yeah, that
Listen,
was.
that fucking treehouse that his dad yells at him to pick up the dog shit in the backyard, the whole movie, and he's like, you know what? You don't have to go. He finally has him out there to pick up the dog shit. He's like, don't go behind the shed. Just clean up around the house because he's been fucking building this tree house behind the shed.
Yeah, this fort for him. Yeah.
And then he's so disappointed he doesn't get the Nintendo, and they send him outside to pick up the dog shit before they go on the vacation. And he lights up the tree house. I'm like, that is a cool fucking tree house. I had a small tree house, but I never had anything like that. I'm like, that is what a kid would fucking love.
Yeah.
And I love the way they ended this. Not just that, he got the fucking Nintendo. The Nintendo wasn't given to him. That's not the story.
No.
And he tells his daughter he worked for it.
Yeah.
That's great. The fact that they showed him getting that tree house and that he built the memories in it. And
Memories
then
with his friends and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And then cutting to the dinner where they reveal that the dad died and he's just there with his mom.
Right.
Yeah.
He
I'm
left
like,
him-
dude, that fucking hurt.
yeah.
Yeah, even in the part where he was saying about how, or no, the little girl when she was like, "This is my favorite part about Grandma and Grandpa's house is the treehouse."
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like, yo, that's the best gift. It's something that not only left an impression on his son and that they had as memories together to enjoy and had experiences with, but then also now for him to be able to teach this lesson, use this as the example, and then now also enjoy it with this next generation with his daughter.
Yeah, because she also said maybe we could do stuff like that together
get
too.
tools,
Yeah.
get his
It's
own
not
tools
a
so we can-
Christmas movie where the kid just gets what they want at the end.
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
And
Yeah.
that's what's gonna make me remember this movie.
Yeah.
What's he saying over here? Coming to America sucked.
Dolomite
Part
was-
two.
Coming to America 2. Wait,
Oh,
Let's
no,
just
part
say-
two. No, part two. Part two, I
Yeah,
mean.
part
Coming to
two was like
America
a
2.
24.
Coming to
Did it-
America part two sucked.
Did we watch part 2 for the podcast?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sucked.
I don't even remember it then.
See,
And then I never saw You People, but Dolomite, yeah.
No, I didn't either.
I've said You People. I don't.
Wow.
You people say
I
that a
don't
lot.
remember seeing it.
We're canceled.
I don't know, man. I would listen. I would recommend this movie as a fun, as
Yeah.
something new
Yeah, this one was definitely
to watch for the holidays. With
Especially,
the, you know,
I'd say, especially if you grew up in the cartridge days. I don't even say Nintendo. If you grew up in the cartridge days,
especially if you grew up in the cartridge days and you have kids now, and you're trying to drill home what it's like to not have the newest technology just for Christmas and get whatever you want and stuff like that.
And how playing with your friends outside. That's what used to be fun.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, if you get a gift, say if you get a Nintendo, that one big gift, it's yours, it's your brothers, it's your sisters, it's everybody's in this fucking household. It's damn near, but you can play it, and you better fucking share it, or it's gonna be mine.
You know, I'll bump my rating up to a 7.
Okay.
I think it's deserving. I think it is. I think it's a really great little movie. It was unsuspecting for me. Like I didn't think I was gonna enjoy it. I didn't even know what it was about or nothing, and I jumped right into it. Didn't know Neil Patrick Harris was into it. But the entire time, like I was running back and forth doing things, and I was getting decorations up. I was cooking dinner, and I was watching a movie, and I'm paying attention the whole time while I'm still listening to it, and then running back watching the movie. So I got the whole thing, but I just had a great time with it, and I had to stop myself from like I had to keep making myself go do what I was doing because I wanted to just sit here and watch the whole movie, you know.
I will say there is a lot of quick jokes that if you're not paying attention, you may miss. So I could watch this again probably this holiday season and pick up on some of that stuff.
I might watch it again. Why not? I think it was cute. I think it was a really good. And then again, to relate to it, because like for me, I had a Sega Genesis as Sega Master System as our first actual console in the house. Then we got the Sega Genesis, and then I didn't have another console until N64. And then after that, which that was, like I said, a whole journey to get. You can listen to that on the Patreon. But the next time I actually got a regular Nintendo and a Super Nintendo, I was 15. I paid for the shit myself.
Nice.
You know what I mean? It was like, oh shit. But I still went back. I was like, I always wanted it, so I'm gonna get it. And I fucking went back and paid for the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You
eventually get to the point where that's how you got to do it.
That's it.
Oh man.
Yeah, hell yeah, Sega Master System. I would fucking Spy versus Spy on the card slot, fucking Duck or not Duck Hunt, the fucking that was like Duck Hunt with not Excite Bike.
That was my shit.
Hang on, the motorcycle game, bro. So many Ultra or Harrier or Space Harrier, Ultra Beast, fucking bro. There were so many.
Yo, what was that game when you drive on the road and you had to drive up into the back of a 18-wheeler? Do you ever know what I'm talking about? That game? You're driving, you got to dodge cars, then you go up into an 18-wheeler.
Was that wasn't Spy Hunter, right?
I don't remember that.
I don't.
Are we talking PlayStation era days?
I can't remember. I'm trying
regular
to think.
Regular Nintendo.
I can't remember, but that shit was fun. It just
I don't know.
in my head.
I don't know why. I just had this flash. You know what Nintendo game really fucking pissed me off?
What
was fucking Top Gun and trying to land my plane on that goddamn boat.
Yep.
Couldn't fucking do it. It was no, they coded it so you couldn't fucking do it. I still don't believe anybody ever fucking accomplished that. That fucking I could feel my rage building right now.
No, steer away from the rage. The rage is.
Yo, I stopped playing that game because of that reason. You're right. Because you're doing fine, you're doing great until you have to land.
Yeah.
Then you're like doomed, and it's like game over. You're like, yo, no. What the?
Casually coming in, and then I just fucking hit the goddamn carrier. Like,
damn, I want to play Nintendo games now.
Bro, there's so many, like, if you think back, there's so many great, like, robot fucking football in the future or baseball. There's so many stupid little games that, like, or you're playing baseball as aliens. You all have, like, this one weird arm, and you're, like, there's so many fucking great things besides just Mario, just Zelda, just, you know what I mean?
There was, like, I know you're talking about future baseball and shit. They're all robots.
Yep.
So many fun games, man.
Sorry, guys. We had to take that walk down memory lane.
No, but I mean,
this is 8-bit Christmas.
It's because of the fucking movie.
It brings you back to Nintendo and shit,
Yeah, it
man.
does.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm almost positive.
Double Dragon,
Exactly.
Battletoads.
Oh, fucking
Bro,
Battletoads.
Aladdin, the Batman game, fucking
Mm.
RoboCop, Friday the 13th, like, and those are
Yeah,
just
love
licensed
the
titles. Fucking Lemmings.
Was there a Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yes.
Yes,
You know
I
what it
have that
fucking
as well.
is
Jaws.
Nintendo. So Nintendo was the fucking system where all the franchises were born. All that shit happened for the first time,
Yeah,
Facts.
and that's why you remember it.
and that's crazy. The crazy
Was
thing
it
is-
Final Fantasy on Nintendo first?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, I played that. That's right. Because
That's
I
where it
remember
started.
when you get that dragon where it shows the Earth and the dragon's like above the Earth and he shoots the fucking.
That shit
Like a
wasn't coming out
bean
on Atari.
I think I played it on Super or Atari. I think I played it on Super. It was on Super. Yeah, it was on Super.
Yeah,
Damn, man, Nintendo was the shit. Man.
That's
Hell
just
yeah.
where it's just where everything started.
Pretty much. That's when the explode happened. And that's
You
what happened,
remember-
right?
You
It
remember
almost
Kung
died.
Fu? The guy you just bend down, and just keep
Oh.
kicking.
Fuck.
Paperboy,
Never-
like
I
we
don't
said,
think
Skate or Die.
Skate or
fucking-
die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, so
Oh,
many
Look,
good
James
games.
is pressure right now. James is stressed. He's like, I gotta go find the NES. I gotta
God
find the
damn,
NES.
man. I'm having all these games are flooding back in my head.
That's
All,
awesome.
all the games
I
I
mean-
used to have.
If you have a Switch, they do have quite a few games on there. Not as many as we're discussing, but they do have quite a few games.
No, I know.
Skate or
I got-
die. God damn.
Damn.
James is gonna end up on TikTok Shop looking for one of those little handheld fucking emulator things and buying one for like $20 and being like, guys,
No, I
have
got one.
everything.
When it first came out, there were $60. You're talking about that thing?
I mean, I don't
When
know.
it, when it
I
came
mean,
with the 30 games or something on it?
Yeah, there's all
Oh
kinds.
no,
of
I was talking. No.
emulators.
I'm talking about one of the ones that has like everything ever made on it, or it
Yeah.
has got like it
Oh,
looks
yeah,
like they have
plenty of
ones now that look like little Game Boys.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Usually
Okay.
people would like homebrew their shit and break their fucking PSPs or their Game Boy, you know what I mean, or their fucking
Gotcha.
Game Cubes or whatever.
Yeah,
Or just play in web browser now. That's the other crazy part. Emulation got to the point that you can just type in a web browser address and all of a sudden you're playing like Mario 64. You're playing fucking
Yep.
Metal Gear Solid 1. It's insane.
it's nuts.
It's insane. Only play it if you have a legal copy of your own.
All right.
Yeah, give me those copies, all of them.
Facts.
Indeed.
Wink.
James,
wink.
has them come in his eye, so don't mind. him.
He's
Yeah, don't mind.
no. So hold on. Before we
Christmas wink.
hold up. So you said the company eye, right? And I'm sorry, I saw the post again and it reminded me and it just fucking made me laugh. Does everybody know where eyelashes came from?
Yeah, it was for the prostitutes to keep the cum out of their eyes.
It was from a French prostitute who made them because she was tired of getting it in her eye. So she called them cumbrellas.
Cumbrellas.
That's
Umbrella.
fucking hilarious. Cumbrellas. You learn something.
Yeah,
new every-
so all these girls wear these fake eyelashes that came from prostitutes.
Cumbrellas.
It's hilarious. Yeah, I seen that before. I was like, get the hell out of here.
Didn't Rihanna make a song about that?
Cumbrellas.
Yeah,
That was
she
the
did.
Rihanna song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
umbrellas.
Wow, I'm
Me
so
and
glad.
my umbrellas.
It's hilarious that you said that, and in my head it went off with like all the bells and sirens, like I was on fucking Pee Wee's Playhouse. It was the word of the day. It went crazy.
Yep, I
Arms
remember
were
that.
flailing. I love
Yep,
it. Thank you.
Oh,
Umbrellas.
God.
Oh, that shit's hilarious.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
umbrellas.
Mm-mm.
But fuck.
All right.
I got
Seems like a
nothing
good
else.
time to wrap this up.
I guess so, guys. Everyone in the comments, thank you guys
That's
for
another
popping in.
device used to catch it.
Your mouth.
No, the rap. Jesus, I didn't say what's another. I said that is another.
Peace out, people.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye, guys. See you on
Patreon.
Monday.
Check out
Bye,
Patreon.
Friday, Motivational
Word.
Monday.